Well, you must be very happy with the final points, but you must be worrying. A few minutes to go, one goal down, and then suddenly it all turns round.
Yeah, I mean, it was obviously a frantic last couple of moments, and I just said to the players in there, of course we congratulate them for winning, congratulate them for their desire to stay in the game, but you have to be forced to win games in the dying seconds. There's no question about that. People can go on about the commitment and determination, but nevertheless you still need a break, and we got a break today. There's no question about that. But over the balance of the 90 minutes, I certainly don't think we deserve to lose. But United put total commitment into the game, as we did. Two teams giving everything, and it was just our day today. We got a break at the right time, and maybe in one or two other games we haven't. So, from our point of view, I'm just delighted with 3 points.
First half you were particularly dominant, though. The second half you seemed to just die out a bit.
Yeah, I think that United's midfield got more of a grip on the game. I think the first half we controlled the game and we created a few chances without asking too many questions of David Hutton. But the second half, the turning point for me was the save that Derek Gatson had. It was an unbelievable save at 1-0. If it goes 2-0, then you'd probably no chance of getting back into the game. But that was an outstanding save, and that gave us
8 yards, wasn't it? Robbie Crawford straight through, down to his left.
It's a fantastic save. He's read it well. Of course, he should have scored. They should have scored. But from my point of view, that gave us a chance in the game, because then you can throw everybody forwards. You can throw the centre halves up. You can throw the ball in the box. And sometimes you get a break, and we managed to get a break. And the second goal was a brilliant goal because Ross Forbes was shattered. And normally when a ball comes in that stage of the game, you would just dink into the box and hope for the best. He had a wee bit of composure to run with the ball, and then real composure to finish. So it was a fantastic goal to win it. But of course, I fully appreciate how tough it would be on the opposition. But in this game, there's no sympathy. I'm sure if United would have scored, Ian would have been celebrating, and I'm delighted. But every game is tight and every game is fraught with difficulty.
Are you going to take the credit for good substitutions at the end? That's what most managers do.
No, I'm afraid that managers just get stuck. That's what you get as a manager. You don't get praise. if you do it, people say you're fortunate. If you don't do it, you get stuck. That's the nature of the game we're in. I'm not here to get praise. I'm just here to see you do the best job you possibly can. As I say, we get 3 points today. It's important in a very difficult league, and we'll move on to next week.
If I'd interviewed you at 89 minutes and 57 seconds, you'd have been a happy man today. It's completely the opposite way around now, though, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's a really hard one to take. I'm sure our supporters are going down the road gutted. We were terrific. We started the game really well. Then in half an hour, we've got to say Morton were well on top, but we weathered the storm and we changed the shape of the team in the second half. And we were the better side in the second half. We were comfortable. We didn't have a chance at a goal. We scored a good free kick and we missed. We had 4 or 5 great opportunities to create chances, and we missed a couple of unbelievable chances to put the game to bed, because you go 2 or 3-0 up, this crowd here gets it was already turning. It had turned. Everybody, all the Morton players, the manager, the pelters, and then that last minute just came out of the blue. You can't sometimes legislate for things like that. Certainly, it's not as if they pinned us back at any time in the second half and put us under pressure. But we had no saves to make. There was no chances. And then that happens. Maybe that's the story of the season. Maybe it's maybe something I've got to look at, because I think I've got a squad of players there that I don't think I need to change it as much as I thought, and that should be at the top of the league, challenging to win a league. Maybe there's too many hard luck stories.
You talked 2 games ago about the way the fans had helped even after a defeat against Airdrie, I think it was, and the way they brought you on. But what's the psychological business of losing 2 late goals like that? How will that affect the team?
I hope to be able to turn that into making them unbelievably determined to go and turn Beacon City over next week. And somebody's going to get a pacing from us. There is no doubt about that. Mm-hmm. I hope it's this season. Might be next, but I hope it's this season. If they play with the same endeavour and hunger and a lot of good stuff, some real good performances. The last 2 games have been excellent, and we've taken 1 point out of 6, which is it's hard to comprehend. But that's football. I've been in it long enough to know these things happen.
Yeah. So what can you say to the fans for next week? What
we'll come out and force and keep. The fans were terrific again today. I mean, they must have enjoyed the same 8-9.5 minutes as I did. I mean, they were terrific, and they saw their team showing they're very proud to play for United, and not just Endeavour, a lot of good play, and they'll go down the road. They're gutted as well, but they know we've been absolutely robbed.
The goal that we actually scored, the goal that Ayr scored was absolutely quality. The free kick, the take of it would have been the talking point of this match, wouldn't it?
Should have been. I feel for JP. When we changed in the second half, really got to grips with the midfield. JP, Robbie, Kelly, and Craig Murray did very well on the right, and Gilly did very well on the left today. Real composure on the ball, and we were the dominant team. You can tell I'm a bit lost for words. It doesn't usually happen, but it's just quite hard to explain away things like that. Morton, without a doubt, to a man, and they've all admitted they got out of jail.